The stronger the emotion you feel, the more you remember the choice. And that moment becomes a long-term memory. That's when the person says, I remember exactly where I was when I made up my mind to change, because it's a long-term memory, right? And so when we do that really well, in a sense now, we're giving the body a taste, a sampling of the future emotionally. The body's being aligned to that future. Do that every day. Keep aligning it emotionally and bring up the emotional state and falling in love with your future, having the intention with the emotion. Keep doing that over and over again, and you're going to condition your body into the future. It's just the way it is, and you just got to stay with it. And sometimes it takes months, because you're going to weigh that 1 hour of a good meditation against 15 hours of you reacting and going back to your old self. And this is how people heal. They're like, I got to forgive my ex. This resentment is not worth my life, because the chemo, the radiation, the drug trial, the surgeries, the diets, none of that worked. So what are they left with? They're left with their belief in themselves. And so now they have to say, it's not worth it. It's not worth my life. Like, I'm just going to forgive, or I'm just going to change the way I am with that person, or my coworker, or my mother-in-law, or whoever, whatever that is the agitation. The person's saying, my life means too much to me. The only person that's suffering from this is me. Like, so is this really loving to me? And this is where people start to figure it out. This is where they're like, okay, my meditation now is, we're not doing mindfulness meditation. We are doing meditation to stay mindful, right? Like, we're doing it to stay conscious, right? To stay aware, to stay out of the programs that cause us to fall back into that old 95% of our identity. So the act of getting your brain and body right at the beginning of your day, and then saying, okay, no person, no circumstance, no condition. This is my game, right? I'm going to stay in this state. That doesn't mean you have to be a fanatic or creepy or any of that stuff, but you have to put more attention on your inner world, right? So when you live by stress and survival, the arousal causes you to throw all your attention out there, because that's where the threat is. That's where the danger is. So when we do our walking meditations, the whole purpose of the walking meditations is really to embody that person and get really good at doing it with your eyes open. Practice with your eyes open, being relaxed in your heart and awake in your brain. So you get better at it, in your life. So it is an ongoing practice to be able to think, act, and feel differently in the same environment. That's change, right? To be greater than the conditions in your life. So the person who heals, I got to get really good at doing this. And they start thinking, what would love do? What would greatness do? What would forgiveness look like? I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. And they actually do it. And the experience then teaches them a lesson that they can feel differently. And that's the whole purpose of doing it.
Love this. I've got a few questions left for you. But I want people to really, whoever's listening and watching it right now, whether this is your first time seeing me and Dr. Joe connect, or I don't know how many times you've been on the show. I mean, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Every time it just blows people away. If you haven't been to the week-long retreats, you need to run to your website, go try to sign up if there's a spot left, because they sell out in like 30 minutes, or get on the wait list for the next one that you can get onto. Because if you're feeling some type of blockage in your life, some type of stuckness, or you just don't feel like you're living up to the level or the standard is capable for you, you're just kind of on autopilot. This is one of the greatest week-long experiences I've done. And I've done everything. I've tried everything. I'm always experimenting. I'm always learning. And it doesn't mean other things not great also. But for me, it really helped me see things in person, how people can change. And when you can see others transforming by doing a practice consistently, you're like, wow, this person had this thing and now they don't have it. What's possible for me? And so I think it's important to be in a community where you can see transformation happening in front of your eyes. So make sure you guys sign up. There's 2 that you have coming up pretty soon. one in Nashville. It's a week-long advanced retreat, September 14th through the 20th. And you guys are offering $400 off registration. If you go to drjoedispenza.com right now, you guys can go and check out the Nashville one. I highly recommend it. Or there's one in Orlando, week-long advanced retreat. That's October 26th through November 1st. Again, make sure you guys go to drjoedispenza.com to either sign up, get on the wait list for the next one, because you have to go. If there's something, if you feel called in any way, sign up for it. It is extremely powerful. And you're going to enter a world of love that you've never experienced before for 7 days. Maybe you've experienced it in the weekend with a relationship or something, but this is a different type of spiritual love. And like you said, a language where everyone's speaking a similar language, where people are in alignment around healing. It doesn't mean it's easy. I can't remember one morning we got up at like 2 a.m. or something, and we did a meditation, 3 a.m. We did a meditation for 6 hours or something crazy. And it felt like 20 minutes. It's like you are going to be required and called to be your greatest self every moment, to surrender and do the work. And also the thing I love about your events, Dr. Joe, is that you don't just lead the meditations and have people walk through these meditations. You talk about the science and the research and all of the findings that's coming by doing this work for decades, and all of the data points that people have had from years ago to where they're at now. So for me, I like it in the sense of you're doing the physical work. It's a workout, mentally, emotionally, physically. You're changing those 3 states, physical, chemical, and emotional, every day.